Like I have said, don't marry a man because of the size of his television. Don't marry him because of what he has. No. Marry a man because of the inner content. Beauty will fade away with time. I hope you know that's talking about external beauty now, not the inner beauty of the person. But when you marry the inner beauty of your spouse, that one will last forever. Inner beauty, I'm talking about things like character, lofty virtues, the valors in a person, in a man, in a wife. Those are the things you marry, not the figure, not the shape, not what he has. Don't look at the handset a man is using now to decide if you will go out with him. The Lord will bless you. So marry a beautiful person. That is true. I'm not saying marry a ugly person. But don't forget as well that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Now, let's look at number 3. How to build a healthy home. Build on trust. Build on what? Trust. Without trust, no marriage will work. Without trust, a marriage will rot. Without trust, there is no basis for marrying. Oh, thank God for the Christian body. Thank God for the Christian work. And you see now, all these intercultural, intertribal marriages are everywhere, unlike before when it used to be scanty and all that. You see an Igbo marrying an Ijebu now. You see an Egba man marrying an Ishekiri. You see an Abeokuta man marrying an Ijebu. You know, an Edo man, you know, marrying an Oyo person and all that. We thank God for all this chemistry that is interplaying. But the truth is, without trust, how can this kind of people, coming from two different cultural backgrounds, two different orientations in life, two different environments in which they grew up and all that, how can they blend together? Different orientation to life. Not to talk of level of exposure, character types, and what have you. I say this to us, couples. If you want peace in that home, if you want joy in that family, learn to trust your partner. And in talking about trust, you must learn to be faithful also. Don't keep your wife guessing. As a woman, don't make moves that makes your husband suspicious of you. A woman does not feel safe with an unfaithful husband. That is the truth. Oh, I'm a marriage counselor, so I know what I'm talking about here. I have seen and I have heard and I have handled and I have listened, you know. No woman feels safe with an unfaithful partner. Don't give your wife, for instance, reasons to begin to suspect you. Listen, an average woman is afraid of 4 things when it comes to her home, her man, and her family. Number 1, if she's suspecting you of infidelity or what have you, she's afraid you may give her infection. And you know, so many diseases of unknown origins everywhere now, because this is the end time. We hear of so many things, and you know, so an average woman is afraid because she can't hide her body from you because it's property. But if you go out there and you get contaminated, she is exposed. So an average woman is afraid of infection. Number 2, an average woman is afraid that somebody may snatch her man. I hope you know that women are naturally jealous. I hope women will not be angry at me for this statement, but that is the truth. Well, it's jealousy for good, you know. They want to keep that which they have. And that's how the scriptures also make it clear that please guard jealously that which you have, so that no man will come and steal that which belongs to you. Number 3, An average woman is afraid of a kid or two outside wedlock. When you have children outside wedlock, an average woman is afraid of that. We've had so many instances, we've seen so many situations where a man dies. There was one popular one, many years back in the city of Lagos. And a prominent man, very rich, very wealthy, and what have you, died. And it was during the burial, they started bringing some set of children. And the woman in the home said, as she saw those boys, I think about 2 or 3, he said, look at the shape of their ears. She nearly collapsed. Nobody needed to tell her that this is her husband's children. He said, as I saw the ears and the nose shape of those children, I just knew these were my husband's property. Yet she was the legitimate wife that everybody knew, who had children for the man, and she thought she was the only one that had children for him. Not until when they were doing wakekeeping, and the other woman came, and they couldn't dispute that these were her husband's children. So an average woman is afraid of that. And then number 4, an average woman is afraid of the stigma on the family name, that if you are caught in adultery, the stigma that will come upon the family, the jest they will make of her. Children will not be able to walk and look straight again in school, because they will say your daddy, your father, your mother was the one they were. I hope you're understanding me. So please, let trust reign in our marriages. And you, woman, stop searching your husband's phone and inbox all the time. Many women are guilty of this. I don't know what you are looking for. What are you looking for? Stop searching his pocket. You go to his Facebook, you look at his WhatsApp, you look at those whatever on his iPad and phone. What are you looking for? What are you searching for? I know many women at this point will say, my pastor, it's yours you are talking, I will still search. Stop searching. Trust your husband. And you, man, there are some men also. What are you searching for in your wife's bag? You go to her phone book, you read her messages. Don't fight a battle you can't win. Once trust is in place, every marriage is bound to thrive. But I am balancing this, that you also must not do things that will bastardize the trust of your spouse. You see some men with coded names on their phones. And you begin to wonder, who is this? And he says, don't disturb me, my friend. Some calls, can't go through for some men when their madam is around. And that's when you see them blaming network. There's nothing wrong with network. They are eating on the table, having a nice time in the dining room, and then certain calls will just come in. And then you see the man, he picks his phone and he starts moving all over the sitting room. Hello. Oh. And he starts blaming the network. Stop blaming network. Most of the time, it is not the network that is not going through. It is you that is coding some things you don't want your wife to hear. And you see some such classes of men. It is when they get into the courtyard or they go outside the compound and they say, hey, network is clear here. It's clear here. And yeah, I can hear you. It's a big lie. When you are doing all that, you think your wife is a dummy? She's not. The fact that she's not complaining or talking doesn't mean she doesn't understand you. She's not a fool, I hope you know. So please stop blaming network providers. Although in a place like Nigeria, the network providers too they make things worse. So they make room for such excuses. If you are in the UK and you have a call, there's nothing like network breaking. So make your calls where you are. But when they say, it's a call. The thing is breaking. I can't hear you clearly. Hello. Move from where you are. It's a lie. Not all the time. The thing is not going through. You think your wife doesn't know? She knows. She's just keeping quiet. No wonder she goes to scroll your phone when you are snoring. Or when you are inside the bedroom. She quickly goes to your phone and then looks through. What was the last call? In fact, some women go to the extent of copying such numbers and calling them back. You don't need all that. Please, if your home must be healthy, trust is crucial. Don't bastardize the element of trust if we want our home to be healthy. Marriage should be getting sweeter as it is getting older. Marriage should get sweeter as it gets older. And a good marriage does not just happen, it is made to happen. And one thing that makes it to happen is the price you have to pay, which is the sacrifice of trust. Believe your husband. Believe your wife. If you have money and your marriage is ugly, you will be a miserable rich man. I hope you know. If the marriage angle is not right, there will be a deep vacuum in your life. You can be lonely in marriage if you are wrongly married. But one thing that will guarantee that your marriage stays healthy is this element of trust. Don't bastardize it amongst yourself or between yourselves. And if the element of trust has been shattered in your home, why not give each other another chance? Learn to trust your husband again. Learn to trust your wife again. Let the element of forgiveness, let it play a part in remolding that home. Even if it's as worse as infidelity, forgive and let's move forward. And then number 4 key in building a healthy home is what I call sexual gratification. Sexual gratification. I'm not going to talk deeply on this platform, but you must learn to satisfy each other sexually. How do I do that? I want you to get my 2 books. One is titled Becoming a Better Lover. I spoke extensively in that book, gave diagrams, illustrations of how to be a better or super performer when it comes to the bedroom gymnastics between you and your partner. And then the second book is on what I titled Premature Ejaculation, because I have come to understand through counseling, through our love clinic marriage seminar we hold once in a year in the city of Lagos, that many marriages are not happy because the man can't last long when it comes to sex. And sex is a vital condiment that makes marriages to thrive, and it's like the oil, the engine oil, that propels and oils the wheel of progress of every marital entanglement. So, but when a man can last as the wife will so desire, there will be problem, because sex for such a woman at some point will become moribund. It becomes just a routine that must just be observed for him to cool tension and just have a nice time. Or get my CD also. The premature ejaculation is on audio CD as well, but that is exclusively for the married. Once the man is married, there's something he can play and listen to. And then there are exercises you must do for your body, the pelvic muscles, on how you can now become a super performer. And then the foreplay, how you can begin to master it. There are some people who complain of, they are small in size and all that. And there are some things I spoke in those 2 books that will help you, no matter the size. As long as once it's erect, it's between 3 inches and 4, you will be a rollicking performer with your partner. So don't defraud each other of your bodies. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 makes it clear. Paul spoke extensively about this. That look, once you are married, your husband owns your body as a wife, and your wife also owns your body as the husband. Don't use sex as a weapon of bargaining for any reason. Don't make timetable for times of togetherness between you and your partner. It is very, very important that you learn to understand this and then build your home on this platform.